Cowboys made a trade, and the Cowboys trade was a 7th-round draft pick for Logan Wilson. Let's listen.
Jerry Jones promised a trade, and he did deliver. It was, in fact, a Cowboys trade. My understanding, it was done last night before the game, not in reaction to the game. But Logan Wilson, the Cincinnati Bengals captain of their defense, nicknamed Cowboy, is now headed to the Dallas Cowboys. The two teams have agreed to terms on a trade. My understanding is it is a 7th-rounder going from Dallas to the Bengals to kind of replace that pick that they traded for Joe Flacco, even though that was essentially a pick swap, a late-round pick swap. Logan Wilson now goes to the Cowboys to help solidify, let's just say, one of the NFL's leakiest defense. He is a hard-nosed dude, makes a ton of tackles. Has been the Bengals' leading tackler for the last several years. Also requested a trade recently because he had been replaced in the lineup by a younger player. But Logan Wilson now goes to the Cowboys. That was not the only trade we had recently.
No doubt. So there's Ian Rappaport on Logan Wilson. When you look at tape, you can see that he's a true middle linebacker. The Cowboys need just that. No offense to K9, which Kenneth Murray. No offense to him, but I think that he's lacking so much in coverage that he put the team in a very, very, very big hole, especially in liability in the middle of the field. So now that you got someone that can go to hook the sideline and can be that tackling machine. Now, granted, when you look at everything and you start to say to yourself, well, the Bengals moved on from him and went with the youth. Hey, Barrett is no one to sneeze at, the guy that's that they pretty much want out there on the field a little bit more, and that's Barrett Carter. He's really good. I looked at his tape, man, and even in college they're putting that kid at running back. So he's super athletic. So I just think that the Cincinnati said, you know what, it's time to move on from Logan Wilson. Not to say that Logan Wilson is trash or anything, but they just went with the youth. So now that we got Logan Wilson here, what to expect? Now, granted, we need help inside, and when we start talking about front seven, well, your linebackers are a piece of that core of your front seven. And the Cowboys really need this guy to really stand tall in this moment, because when we look at everything and we say to ourselves, all right, Cowboys, what makes sense of it all? How can we get better in the middle of the field? Well, you got now someone that can survey, cover the middle of the field, come down, hit, and make those type of fits. Now, is he a world beater in this particular aspect of it? No. And then on top of that, not like the Cincinnati Bengals been top 5 defenses or top 10 defenses or top 15. It's been more the same. The Cincinnati Bengals are literally the AFC version of the Cowboys, especially as it relates to defense. We can only hope that this kid, Logan Wilson, can get back to true form. He was drafted in 2020, right? So he's not a new guy to the system and program, but he is a guy that the Cowboys can utilize and use to help us out. Now, he is one of the trades that Jerry Jones lamented, and I don't know if he shut down the other 2 pieces, but if you make a move for Logan Wilson, you have to also complement that move with someone up top, right? A safety, maybe, dare I say, an edge rusher or an interior guy. There's been too many times that we are allergic to stopping the run, whereas we are seeing the parting of the Red Sea. Literally, that's what they do every single weekend when it's time to play the Cowboys, is open up running lanes and things of that nature. Well, your linebacker can only do so much, but you got to have your big boys down inside. If you think about this, Cowboy Nation, hear me out. Put that butter knife down. Don't shank me with it. If you really, really think about it, Ray Lewis, really phenomenal player, right? But he still had Big Sam Adams, Saragusa, and then from there, Tony Saragusa was a real big dog, and then from there they went from there to a Haloti Nada, so that's establishing the kind of caliber of defense that you want. He still had Ed Reed above him, and he still had Suggs next to him. So if you want to have a complete defense team, you're going to have to go get complete players that can help you out. Not saying that Logan Wilson is any of those shape, forms, or fashions, but what I'm getting at is that the Cowboys better figure this out, because at the end of the day, look, there's no one that's going to save you, right, Cowboys? So you got to have to make these things happen and materialize into the right ways. Now, I got my guy, Jay Tuck, and this is his thoughts on the linebacker. He's a linebacker guy, and I like his feedback. So let's listen to what he have to say.
Dallas Cowboys have just traded for, wait for it, Logan Wilson, linebacker from Cincinnati. And I'll say this, right? Because even though Logan Wilson's played decent in years past, this past season he hasn't played well. He's been benched, been moved to special teams. I think he's making like $36 million. But is he an upgrade? I mean, I guess, what I'm saying, at this point. But I will say this. Here is why Dallas Cowboys fans should be awfully fucking concerned.
Why?
Because when you look at Logan Wilson, he fits everything that Matt Eberflus likes in a linebacker. He is the prototypical Matt Eberflus guy.
Right.
So we're in week 10, probably week 11, only got a few games left. We're grocery shopping and getting Matt Eberflus's type.
Well, we got 8 more games to go, right? And I think that the Cowboys really fond of Matt Eberflus, and I'm talking about the front office. Not to go back and forth with my guy, Jay Tuck here, but I just think that that's what's going on, right? And if they let Mike Nolan finish out his particular defensive coordinator job for year one of his situation, when they didn't bring him back. But then I'm not doing 6 or 7, but Mike Nolan, Dan Quinn, of course you're going to go with Dan Quinn. Now, this team with Matt Eberflus, I'm not campaigning for him, but I think that Jerry Jones loved him, right? So it is one of those things. And we're trying to win. And he's saying, okay, what can we do to help us win? And Kenneth Murray ain't the solution. Baby, he can't cover anything. Shoot, that brother can't cover nothing, boy. I'm quite sure. I ain't going to say that's too soon. But, man, that brother can't cover nothing. He can't cover a twin-size bed with a king-size mattress cover. That type of covering. He can't cover. Which
could lead me to believe that Matt Eberflus might be returning next year. And if that's the case, y'all, hold on tight, Cowboys Nation. But as of right now, the Dallas Cowboys have just submitted a trade for Logan Wilson. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. I'm going back to the gym. You know what I'm saying? This was not pep rally worthy. This was no shit to all the glitz and glamour. I'm going back to the gym. Just want to tap in with y'all. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments below.
All right, so my guy, Jay Tuck, here's how I feel. At some point, we getting Kenneth Murray off the field. I just think that that's a better situation. We got somebody that can cover the middle of the field and get things moving and grooving for us in the best way possible. Now, is it something that we can run around and bang on our chest and say, yeah, baby, look at us, mama, we did it? No. I'm looking for those other moves that Jerry promised. On top of that, when we start to think about everything, I'm at this point too, by the way. I'm at this point that we need a left tackle and a right tackle too. As bad as this defense been, the offense been atrocious in these last 2 games. Did they just leave everything in Denver land? Did the Cowboys showcase their best offense performance, dare I say, against the Washington team and said, you know what, we'll pack it up for the season because the offense been allergic to scoring and it's been terribly wrong. And Dak Prescott, my goodness, you my guy, you my dog, you my homie. You my brother from another mother. It ain't looking good protecting you up front, by the way. Some got to shake, and I'm telling you that they're going to have to move some things around. And Tyler Smith got paid, right? I get what Tyler Smith is going through trying to heal that left side where Tyler Guyton is going to be. Is that basically? I think that the Cowboys need to move Tyler Smith at left tackle, squeeze in Brock. Man, somebody that's in the guard spot, right? And Tyler Booker can stay at right guard or what have you. And just do something. Break the pool stick, put Nate Thomas to fight Tyler Guyton at that right tackle spot. And that should be the situation there. Terrence Steele, Lord have mercy, you're going to get the quarterback killed. What you got against Dak Prescott, man, at this point? So Terrence Steele, I think that they need to figure out ways to move on from him. He's a major liability, not to bring up offense when we're talking about this trade situation, but he's a major liability. And at this point, I know that people all got to take naps and rest, but I want you guys to take one with me over here on this side of it.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt, download Sleeper. Use promo code LAW. When you download Sleeper, believe it or not, $20 automatically hits your account. Now, with that being said, they will match up to $100 on your initial $100 deposit, meaning that if you put $100 in, you look back, it's $220. Man, come on with it. That's a magical plan. So, Sleeper, use promo code LAW, your #1 fantasy app in the world, and you don't have to worry about FBI coming after you. Come on with it. So with that being said, because you got law too, when you use LAW, it wards away FBIs and CIAs and all of that, right? No one is above the law. With that being said, Cowboy Nation, when we look at this particular situation, Cowboys, 3-5-1. I'm not trying to find the positive aspect of it, but damn it, I got one for you. And that is Cowboy Nation. In 2018, the Cowboys were 3-5, and then there was a trade that happened. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, I'm trying my best, Cowboy Nation. The hopium is wearing out really thin, but I'm still in it until we mathematically out of it. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Come on, Logan. Logan, is that Wolverine name? Gene! Inside joke, if y'all know. DC for life, not for sure. Peace. We up out. Yeah.